So this video was very highly requested that I try to recreate the look that I did for my Boxycharm unboxing video on Instagram and Facebook. So guys, I tried my very best to recreate that look. So if you want to see how I got it, keep on watching. I'm literally using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer as my base, as usual, nothing new there. And this was an interesting palette that we got, interesting selection of shades. And in doing this tutorial, I just kind of winged it, and I just wanted to try the mattes when I had done the original look. So I mixed Unboxing and Cup of Joe, which were the two mattes that you could use in your crease. You could use either one of them, but I just basically mixed them and was putting them in my crease. They blended pretty easily and they had a good amount of payoff. In fact, when I was using it, the first thing I thought is that these mattes were really smooth. They actually felt smooth, the texture of it on the eyes. Because this palette doesn't have any darker shades for the crease, I just went in with Unboxing and put a little bit more of that on the outer V of my eye, just to set up the shape. Then I went in with Spoiler, which is like a mild, very light yellow shade on the lid, and that was really just to create a base. It's actually a really lovely shade though for an everyday all matte shadow look, but I just use it for the base because I knew for sure that I wanted to go in with the glitter. So I'm using this LimeCrime glitter glue because this is a pressed glitter in this palette, and even though I'm using the glitter glue, you will see that I have fallout. The first time I used it, I had even more fallout. There was fallout everywhere. Now I'm applying this with a brush to show you that you're not going to get the best payoff with a brush and this type of pressed glitter. The brush has the product, but it doesn't translate so well. You really need to do a kind of swiping movement, or even if you're doing a pattern with your finger though, to get the best payoff. And you're going to see that I'm able to put a better amount of product on my eyes once I use my finger. The green duochrome glitter is in a peach base, which you don't really see when you look at the shadow straight on. It's when you actually like turn your face and that kind of thing, and you can see I have fallout. There was no way to avoid it. I actually was going to use shadow shields and I forgot it, so you know, that's how we went. So this is a primer that I've been using. It's a Korean one, Innisfree No Sebum primer, and I just applied it everywhere, all over my face. And of course the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, which has, you know, totally is going to boot out one of my drugstore favorites because it is definitely a favorite of mine, as you can tell, because I have been wearing it all the time. In fact, I've been leaving out a lot of my higher end foundations just to use this one. The wear of it though is what I love the most. It wears really well and I love the finish. And of course the L'Oreal Tru Match Concealer, which was like an underdog for me. It just popped into my life and totally took over. I love the natural look of this concealer. I love how it blends. It's for me a really good everyday concealer. I think I told you all that before, but yeah, I've been reaching for it a lot and I actually really like this shade. It works really good for me, and I'm just using my beauty blender to blend it out. And of course the never fail L'Oreal Fit Me loose satin powder in the shade 20. Shade is 20. You need that one in your life. I just love how that just blurs everything and it really sets the under eye concealer beautifully. Then I hadn't used this in a while, guys, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Setting Powder, but I have recently just pulled it back out, just, you know, rotating the makeup products on the very few days that I'm wearing makeup now, and it works beautifully with the L'Oreal Infallible foundation, of course. How many of you all still use this? The Bahama Mama bronzer from TheBalm. I actually hit pan on it when I used it filming this, but it is a really lovely bronzer. I've had that product a little bit too long. A little bit too long. I'm probably ashamed to see how long, but yeah, I usually pick up stuff from TheBalm and they have their 50% off sale. This was from one of MAC's collections. This is from the Nutracker, the Sweet Copper Face Compact, and I picked this up because I didn't have the Whisper of Guilt highlight that everybody raves about, and this compact has it. It has a nice peachy blush, but you know, the highlight was the star, which was the reason why I kind of ran it down to get it. And I hardly use it come to think of it. I hardly use it, but I actually pull it out, so I'm actually trying to get it into rotation. And yeah, so I applied the blush and highlight from that palette. I'm just combing through my brows, and yes, this is the Etude House pencil that I've been loving. And then I go in with Premium to highlight my brow bone. I love that shade. Again, the mattes were really creamy from that palette. Again, this is the gel liner. Woo! You'll need it in your life. Your girl tried to do this on camera, but sorry, it's going to be a failure because I am short-sighted and I need to be all the way up in your face in order to do my liner, and it just wasn't working, so I had to do it off camera for you guys. Plus, you know, the whole wing thing and me. So what I did is I just brought a little bit of that liner on the lower lash line, and while it was still not fully set, I'm using this very small shader brush from e.l.f. actually, with the same mats that I put in the crease to blend it out on the lower lash line. Again, I put no liner there. You could fully well do that. I'm just not putting liner in my lower lash line these days. This shade Pop Up really surprised me. In real, you all should see how blinding that inner corner is and how stunning it is. It is a really beautiful shade, and it's so smooth and buttery. I really enjoyed it. So I'm applying my lash primer, and then of course I forgot that I did not set my face, so that's why it's happening now. But you know, all those people you see put on mascara and thing in videos and then spray their face, I don't know how they do it, you know, because that just never works for me. I have to set my face first, and I always do my mascara last, so that mascara doesn't get all over my lower lash line and so on. Please don't laugh at my jacked up pencil, but yes, I have a ton of these Colourpop lip liners everywhere, and this one was just like tiny piece of one that's left. And then of course I just couldn't wait to use this lip shade, so I actually tried it out for the first time when I did this makeup look for the Boxycharm unboxing video. And this is from a brand called Kaja. It's their Cushy Vibe Full Pigment Moisturizing Lipstain. I bought a plum shade first, and after I tried that, I had to go back on Sephora to see what else I could get, and I got this shade in Satin Sheets. It's a bright red, very festive red, but I am in love with it. So guys, this is the final look. Let me go up close so that you can see, and the real star is that glitter shade. So if you have some pressed glitter, whether you have the Boxycharm palette or maybe some other pressed glitter that you have in your collection, just throw some mattes into that crease and put some glitter on those lids, y'all, and just get a pop in lip color. I just did a little bit of a liner, and totally, for such a simple look, it definitely works because a lot of you fell in love with it, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until another time, bye.